My name is KIERON Seamons and this is my inky world, and today is a beautiful, gorgeous, super delicious day to do some drawing. So if you're in the mood, or not in the mood, get your pen out. Let's do some drawing. Let's do some drawing together. This way. Well, good morning, and we are going to get on straight into it with some inky magic. It is a not sure weather day today. It does not know whether it's going to be cold or whether it's going to be a beautiful, gorgeous day. It does not know. It just seems to be dithering between the two. Oh, my pen, my brush is broken, and I'm so saddened by it. Maybe I'll put it out somewhere to dry, and then I'll try and super glue it. Right, let's get in with some drawings. There has been a lot of love for the cats recently, so I will start off. I'll warm up with a couple of funky, weird cats. Very unusual nib this morning. I picked this up on the side. It's quite a spear-shaped one. It's sunken in this old red holder. So I will find the style of the nib as I go along. Sometimes these nibs are so different that it becomes a huge adventure almost every time I'm drawing with something different. You know, I can, and part of the reason why I do vary my nibs so much that I do kind of buy odd, wild and wacky ones. In fact, we had some gifted ones yesterday from Germany, which were absolutely delightful. So if you've got any weird nibs in your end of the planet, send me some. What kind of nibs do you use in your pens? What an interesting subject that would be. Getting all these nibs from all over the planet to try out. And you really never know what you would find. You might find something that you absolutely fall in love with, as I often do. I very often kind of fall in love with a nib. I very often kind of have some strange nib that I found in some mixed box. A mixed box of nibs like that I buy in these weird packages, and you kind of get a bit stuck sometimes of trying to feel something different, and sometimes by changing the nib gives you a challenge. It gives you that unknown area, as it's doing with this one. It's quite a firm nib, and usually the very firm nibs don't give much flex. Which in certain style and certain types of drawing, it's actually really quite lovely. And then in certain other drawings, it just is restricting. So you never really quite know what you're going to get until it pops. It appears. Okay, so it looks quite a shy type of cat today. He's quite nice. Just give him his legs down here, so we've got quite a nice kind of wide looking cat. which will be nice. I haven't actually framed, as in my INKY frames, many of them this time round. They all seem to be quite... But then I wasn't sure on how people might frame these if they were all kind of... I guess you would need to go one step up and do an A4 frame for it. Oh, he's quite a chubby little fact. Let's give him a nice vest or something. Let's give him a nice... I kind of imagine that he's kind of one of those comic lovers, you know, the ones that kind of turn up at Comic-Con and stuff like that. So let's give him a big star on his t-shirt. Not for any particular... It just seems to be a general kind of like, even like Wonder Woman has stars. Wonder Woman, star, 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 star. She's a Wonder Woman. You know how it goes. And still, my childhood love, I have to admit. And you know, it's quite an embarrassing thing being a man of my age and having this type of strange, bizarre love. Because a lot of people will say, "Oh, you love Linda Carter." Linda Carter, yeah. No, I love Wonder Woman. You know. Yes, with Linda Carter as Wonder Woman. No other Wonder Woman. I don't really like the Gal Gadot, whatever her name is. Nah, didn't really do it for me. I know a lot of people will disagree, but she just didn't. I felt she was like too manly, you know, very kind of manly body and manly actions, and she could fight like a man. Whereas kind of Wonder Woman never had to fight like a man. She was kind of like an elegant way to fight. In fact, she never really used her sexuality either. She never was like, "Hi boys," that type of thing, you know. She always had that elegance to her, just magical. So if Wonder Woman is watching this video, I'm free next Friday for lunch. There we are. He's kind of jumping in there. I'll have to squeeze my name in there somewhere. I'm trying to get these little A5 ones signed for you. And what I love about these kind of morning sketches is that every single drawing looks different. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of just letting your mind relax. That, for example, this one has a star t-shirt on it. None of the others do. It's just like... And I will also kind of go through stages of having a very, very cat-like nose. And then the next stage you'll have a very kind of blobby kind of human nose. That just goes with whatever I'm kind of in the mood to do. There's one there with some red on it. Can you see that? Maybe I could do like a little devil or something like that popping out of it. Would be interesting, wouldn't it? That would be quite a nice variation on it. I've got a camera on the side today, and that is simply because my other camera has no battery. And I'm I'm quite often running out of battery. Let's give him a little top hat. Lovely. And maybe when I paint him, I'll paint him all red inside. Let's put his eyes up nice and high. Let's give him the feeling that he's kind of got like eyeliner on. I don't know why, but the devil wears eyeliner. So I had to run to the post office today to post out a few more of these small drawings. And although it's a great thing to do, and it's a great kind of venture, I know that a lot of online people are getting buzzed by mini art. To be honest, I'm not getting buzzed by it at all. For the simple reason that it's not a viable thing. You can't sustain. I know it's kind of like a lot of the kind of beginner people are doing these kind of ACEOs and stuff like that, but there isn't enough. You can't do a very high quality or passionate even. You know, I can't do a big with such a postage stamp kind of size. It's really difficult. And also, you know, you can't sell them for very much. So when I'm sending out my my drawings, to be honest, I'm not really making any money off them at all. Sad to say. It's a lovely kind of idea, as it were, but it's really not a. You couldn't do it long term. I don't believe so anyway, unless things drastically change. Let's give him some goat feet, just to give him that kind of devilly feeling. Oh, that's nice. For the same type of reason that if it's an A4, you can get a little bit more money. If it's an A6, you're getting less money. And the more energy you put into it, it doesn't matter if it's an A4 or an A6 or an A26. You're still putting so much passion and love into it. And you know, I sent out a batch this morning, and for each one you're ending up, once the postage has been done, and once you've got a hard envelope to put them in and some tissue paper to wrap them in and blah blah blah, which is what everybody's kind of expecting, you're kind of ending up with, you know, a couple of pound, maybe £2, maybe less even on some of them, which just, it's not really worth people's time to do, unless you're kind of, it's not your job, it's not your kind of career move. If it's just some kind of like hobby, then fine, you're making a couple of pounds from doing a little doodle. But you know, for a lot of us, it's our livelihood, you know. And for a lot of people, you're doing these type of drawings and you're getting a couple of pound, you know, £2 for an illustration is just pointless. So unless I fall into an absolute addiction of it, I will do these up till Christmas maybe, and I don't think I'll do much more after that. But who knows? I have let's just change the nib. Let's just swap a pen over. What else have I got? That looks interesting. It's quite a beaten up one, but it's quite a big spearhead on it. Look at it. It's also got a little dimple. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little dimple on the end, which is kind of there to kind of hold a little bit more ink. And the whole point of kind of doing my art is that I can live from it, you know. I mean, obviously I do it for love, but at the same time love doesn't pay my bills, as the song goes. You know. How's that song go? Your love is such a thrill, but your love won't pay my bills. I want money. That's what I want. But I mean, if I was to go in and say, "Can I have a haircut?" and there's £2, I'm sure people would throw me out of the shop. Or can I have a pint of milk and a packet of cheese? There you go, £2. They'd probably throw me out as well. So once you kind of compare it to other things, there is a kind of a madness to it. Right, I'm drawing some kind of rabbit now. And I love doing it, don't get me wrong. Each one of these I thoroughly enjoy. I love drawing them. I would not want to be doing anything else. For example, when I'm in buying my cheese and milk, I would not want to be the person selling me my cheese and milk. If that makes any sense. Ooh, he's quite crazy. He's quite a crazy rabbit. But it is always a pleasure to know that people are buying my art and hanging it on a wall. That is the gorgeous part of this job, that you are drawing something that somebody is going to love. And as I do with the people that I follow, I do buy a lot of art, as much as I can, any chance I can. But some of them is so expensive. That's why I feel like this is such a great chance to catch me before I'm famous. As they say. I remember seeing something where somebody was selling Banksy originals in the street. I think it was in New York. And there's some some guy who's just sitting there like, yeah, original Banksy's £5 or something like that, £25, whatever. And all these people are walking past going, what, 25 quid? That's not real. Or 25, £50, whatever it was. But it was an original Banksy. And then people were just like, no, £50, I'm not paying that. £25, I'm not paying that. And obviously the story broke later on that these were all originals. And these people that had paid their £50 were sitting with kind of $1 million pieces of artwork. I mean, Banksy's not my kind of cup of tea, but I see how he's become so popular. But it's one of those things. It's like if I put £500 on it, you kind of get people going, oh, £500. You know? Why is it £500? Oh, it's done by this guy called KIERON Seamons. Well, never heard of him. Right, let's have a look. Oh, he's that guy, right? No, he's the guy that did all those movies. Oh, right. Oh, it must be worth money some point. I'll buy it and put it in the cupboard. And you should. And I must get back to finishing my Worry Lips book too. I kind of sank into a deep, horrible depression in the middle of it. Well, not really in the middle of it. Almost 99% finished, and my whole world kind of crumbled. A very long and boring story, I'm sure. I won't bore you with it, but I had lost the whole point. There was no point in doing it. There was no point in doing anything really, which was really heartbreaking, you know. I do sympathize a lot with artists going through their battles. It is a very, 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 very hard time with AI and Sora and all these amazing things that come out, and it's just a little bit depressing. I feel that people have forgotten about the passion and the beauty and the love in an original piece. An original piece means when I put this pen down and make that line, I will never make the same line ever again. That's incredible. Whereas AI will do the same thing. You know, as they all work to be perfect, and they all work to be perfect, they will all reach a pivotal point when I'm sure they will all be doing exactly the same rubbish. Whereas artists will be sitting there going splat, splish, splash, splosh, dib, 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 dob, 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 and and all that stuff, and you will come up with things that are just bizarre. And I'm really excited for when art comes back to being so greatly, hugely important. I don't think at the moment people are a little bit distracted by the magic that this computer thing can do, and I just think we're all going to wake up one day. We're all going to just think, you know what? I'm tired of looking at that perfect unicorn in the perfect rainbow and the perfect waterfall. I'm bored of it. I want to have some abstract art to make me think, to make me stare at every morning and go, what am I looking at? What made this human do this piece of art? Why? You know, my kind of obvious answer to all of this, or example for this is Francis Bacon. We would never have had a Francis Bacon in the AI world. We would never have had an artist like that. It just would never have been. We would never have had such a crazy person. We'd never have seen such a crazy vision, you know? And as somebody explained to me at the beginning of all of this, that AI can only do a version of what it has seen. And so basically it's just a rehash of everything that's been done before. Whereas at least with a lot of artists, we are trying to do something new and different, something new and original. I have no idea what I'm drawing, and that hits my point exactly. I have no idea what I'm drawing until I have finished it. Whereas AI and all of that, they know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly where it's going, and they know exactly what it's going to be, because it's a little bit of Jeremy and a little bit of Sally, and they're going to mix it around, and they're going to come up with Bob, you know. Whereas we have this power, we have this magic within us to create art. We have this beautiful element that nature has given us. And how amazing is that? How absolutely fantastic. And I am, you know, I'm not the type of person that will say I like a certain style of art, because, you know, whether it's abstract art, or whether it's classic art, or there's some visions, there's some images that when you see it, they just reach out and grab hold of you. You'll be looking at some crazy abstract piece of art, and you'll find that you've been standing there staring at it for like 10-20 minutes, and you don't know why. And I find that is what's beautiful. That is what is art. I'm doing a little man. Very, very a bizarrely wonderful little man. Oh, the black cat's back. Mr. Miro is running in circles. There's a black cat that walks across my fence, and obviously Mr. Miro cannot reach him. But Mr. Miro goes into rage. How dare you walk on my fence? How dare you come so close to my garden? And he's going mad. He's running up and down the garden, huffing and puffing. And it's great. Great to see. The beauty of life around us. Beauty of everything around us. And if you're having a bad day today and you're struggling today with anything, just look around you. Find some tiny thing. Find one little dirty rag and look how amazing and beautiful and colourful it is. It's just sitting on your desk, and you've got so many of them. Oh, look at that one. It's got yellows and greens and everything on it. Wow. That's almost like modern art on its own, isn't it? Look at that. And that could be something that you would just look at and you would just say, that is something beautiful today. So if you are struggling today, just look around. Try to find anything. Even if you have to look at yourself. Say, well, I love my nose. I'm really pleased that I was born with this nose. Just tell yourself. Make yourself feel good, you know. There's too many sad people in this world at the moment. And too many crazy people too. You know. Crazy in a bad way, not crazy in an artistic way. So find yourself something beautiful to look at. Even if it's this video. Look at somebody else who's trying to make the world a better place, a more beautiful place, a more caring place, a more loving place. And when I become a millionaire, I will set up art schools and art therapy places everywhere, so that anybody who's having a bad day can just go in and just paint. What do you think of that idea? A very bizarre, little crazy little man. But how beautiful. Beautiful at the same time. It's beautiful. And this week there will be lots of artwork up there for you to buy. You can go and buy yourself. None of them are dry, but there was a few here from yesterday. You can go and get yourself. Where's the light? Oh, hello. There. You can go and get yourself one of those or one of those. And that fabulous bird and fabulous little kind of bull man. And a gorgeous man with long fingers. Look at all these fabulous paintings. Well, they will be paintings when I finish painting them. But at the moment, they're lovely drawings. And you can put them up on your wall. And every time you look at that drawing, you will think, life is beautiful. I need to draw. I need to release my love for art into the world. And I hope that's what these drawings will remind you to do. And that is the first batch for today. And I will have to start painting these very, very soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to video the painting of them or not. I'm not quite sure what the plan is. It took a very long time painting them last time. And but we have 4 beautiful drawings. 4 original drawings, 4 absolutely sensationally gorgeous. Let's pull the little devil down. The little devil's quite cute. I painted up some red the other day and I never finished off, so it has now left this gorgeous image for us to delight in. And that is what today is all about. Feeling beautiful, feeling the world is beautiful, feeling you are beautiful, and doing some drawing, doing some art, or going and buying some art on the eBay, the art sale on eBay. Don't forget. Pop on over and buy yourself something. So thank you very much for being here today. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for all your donations and your love and your comments and everything. I love every one of you, and I'll see you back here for some more drawing very soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye.